So it appears that Wizards of the Coast is throwing a hissy fit because some pro players have leaked information that we weren't supposed to know about. Greetings, owners of fine luxury cardboard rectangles. We are here today to talk about Wizards' newest screw up. There's so many going on that I can't even keep up. I was literally going to be doing a video today specifically talking about the problem with the Ikoria box toppers that people are getting in their boxes and the stores are reporting, but then this whole scenario popped up. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to talk about this. But if you are interested in hearing about what's happening with the Ikoria box toppers, leave a comment, let me know. If enough people are interested, I'll go ahead and put a video out on that subject as well. And while you're at it, why not hit the like button and the subscribe button? Because you know what? YouTube loves that stuff. It helps my videos look legitimate and like I'm not some crazy old crank in the dark corner of YouTube going, I remember when magic wasn't so awful. Anyhow, what's going on today? What are we here to talk about? We are here to talk about the Paper Regional Pro Tour and how there are some big changes going on with it and how that information got released. We're also here to talk about how my neighbor apparently won't turn off their lawnmower. Look, I'm doing important, making fun of wizard stuff here. Can you please stop? All right, well, whatever. Enjoy that in the background if you can hear it. And if not, I look like a crazy old man yelling in that direction instead of this direction. Not a big difference. Anyhow, we're talking about the Paper Regional Pro Tour, okay? Slated for mid-June. I want you to bear that in mind. It's like a month from now, all right? So, this information is coming by way of an individual on Twitter known as Perks Alert at MTG Hoffbot, okay? So if you want to read this stuff for yourself, you can. I'm not going to bother to post the tweets up on the screen. I'm just going to read them for you, but you can go and check that source out if you desire. So, it says, PSA, public service announcement. The Paper Regional Tour 2 is slated for mid-June, in like 5 weeks. It'll be on Arena, all standard, of course. Remember, if you didn't catch it, I said paper. That means a physical tournament. So, it'll be on Arena, all standard. This announcement is planned to drop next Tuesday. So this information wasn't ready and wasn't slated to be released until next Tuesday. Interesting how we have the information ahead of time. What's going on with that? Anyways, the tweets continue. There's a series of them. Unfortunately, there will be some serious prize cuts and no mentions of future invites, fractionals, etc. I'll admit, I don't know what a fractional is. I haven't heard of that in regards to tournaments. So if someone wants to clue me in to what a fractional is, I'm down to listen. So, continuing onwards, I have not seen the announcement myself. This is only what I heard. It came from the elite players who tried to do the right thing. Rival/MPL were given these details 5 days ago and were told the announcement will drop May 19th. So they were given what, about 6-7 weeks advance notice that this is going to go down? And clearly if they're doing it next week, that's almost 2 weeks notice ahead of time. Is it roughly? I would say roughly a week and a half, 2 weeks worth of extra prep time. Because bear in mind, we're talking about going from paper to arena here. So the tweets continue along here saying, Rival/MPL were given these details 5 days ago and were told the announcement will drop May 19th. As you know, they have strict contracts. We've covered this in previous videos, and I'll go over that briefly. I'm just going to try and make it through the tweets and then talk about this all, or I'll keep going off on asides. So, they're really put in a tough spot. Wizards is allowing them to have a hand in OP decisions, which is great. OP being like operating decisions, not overpowered decisions. Unfortunately, Wizards is seemingly incompetent. You don't say. And repeatedly granting massive competitive advantages to the league members while contracts sort of hold them back. I'm sharing this because it's the right thing to do. The Elite's getting a 2-week jump on info that the Pro Tour is 5 to 6 weeks on Arena, all standard, is a massive oversight. But as you know, Wizards doesn't seem to have a spot on their priorities for competitive integrity at the moment. Unfortunately, Wizards has been struggling to consult league members while also working to minimize any competitive advantage. Because of these leaks, the right thing to do. They decided to punish the league and end Discord communication with them. Embarrassing. That's the tweets here saying that. There's more. Hold on. I got a couple more to add on here. Please share this with anyone you know that's qualified for RPT2. As an Arena P2, it's a huge change for many. You may need to get a new computer or even start building your collection. You have 5 weeks. There is some small chance they change things, but it seems locked in. One last shout out to all the league players doing the right thing. We know you're in a tough spot, and we appreciate all of you fighting for fair competitive play. As for me, I'll always fight for the voiceless competitors out there. See you in the arena streets, I guess. So this is obviously a major scenario. We have information where if you didn't catch everything that's going on from the way I read the tweets, I'll just sum it up. A paper Pro Tour event has been switched into an arena event. The MPL members are being given 2-week advance notice about this. So they have the advantage of 2 weeks of extra preparation time over anybody else who's going to be involved in this sort of a scenario. Wizards of the Coast did this on a hush-hush style, like, hey, we're doing this thing, but we're only going to let you guys know, don't tell anybody, because there's actually contracts specifically with the MPL where if you violate the contracts and say negative things about Wizards or release information that they've given you, things like that, they literally can fine you. They can take money away from the prizes you would win and things like that, or even outright kick you out of the league. Wizards has tried very, very hard to silence everybody. They have the MPL contracts designed to silence them in the Rivals League. They have their fan content policy, where if you put down in the description of your Magic videos, I'm doing my videos based on the fan content policy, then you're agreeing to the terms of their fan content policy. One of the terms of their fan content policy is if you say anything disparaging, they can tell you to take the video down. There's a reason I don't ever put any of this fan content policy nonsense in my descriptions, because there's no way that I'm going to give Wizard, oh, you know what, we don't like that you're saying negative things, take it down. No, you can't shut me up, son. I'll be here pointing out your incompetence, your laziness, your greed, because it satisfies me to try and make even the tiniest little improvements by calling them to task. Obviously, the fact that they want to hide information means that information needs to be brought out, right? I'm not talking about corporate secrets about, oh, here's the components that we use to build our cards. Here's where we get the foil sheeting and so people can make counterfeits. I'm talking about the shady stuff that a company does they don't want their customers to know about because the customers would be genuinely angry. So we have a scenario where Wizards is once again giving the pros a leg up. We saw this way back in the day where, no word of a lie, Wizards would send some pros god books of a new set. Here you go. Here's a full spoiler of everything that's coming out in the next set. They would literally give certain pro players earlier access under the whole argument that, well, you know what? These pro players, they're also people who write articles and do news about Magic. So we're just giving them this so that they can be prepared to write their articles. Like, it's absolutely insane. They try and pretend like, oh, we're going to put out this video for Magic Arena where anybody can succeed and be the best and they will know your name. Meanwhile, they're actively trying to make it so that the MPL has excessive advantage. These are already supposedly the best players in the world. Why are we not all at an even playing field, right? Why do they get access to excess information when they already have the incumbent advantage of being paid to play the game? People who want to be on the come up in Magic the Gathering have to go and work their jobs, make their cheddar, do everything else. MPL members get paid to play the game, which means they can already free up time to play no problem whatsoever. But all the regular folks, the ones that they're trying to sell this pro dream to, oh no, not you, buddy, not you. You wait, we'll tell you a couple weeks later. You already know, like they already know to the point where they're disclosing it to the MPL, and then they're just, oh, you know what, we'll tell players in a couple weeks. That's so scummy. Now, obviously, what's said here, I'm not absolutely saying with a certainty this is exactly what's going on, because there's no way to prove it. We don't have absolute proof as the individual who's part of the MPL hasn't come forward, and rightfully so, as Wizards would come down on them. Look what they did to Jerry T when Jerry T tried to, hey, let's make things improved, and Wizards is just like, oh, you know what, man, just shut up. That's basically Wizards' mentality on this. We want to work with people. No, you don't. No, you don't. And we know the truth. So what does Wizards do? They find out that this information has been spread around, and then they go, oh, we're cutting off Discord contact with all of you. That's it. We're taking our marbles and we're going home. Instead of, oh, you know what? Maybe we should have been open with everybody. It's just like, we trusted you to keep our secrets in the best interest of the company and to not care about your fellow players more. But apparently, Wizards didn't account for the fact that unlike in their company, there are people with actual moral fiber in the Pro League. Unlike in the company, where they march lockstep no matter how skeezy the things they are doing, in the Pro League, there are actually people like, you know what? This is wrong. What you're doing is skeezy, and I'm going to make sure people find out about it. And that's what Wizards deserves, in all honesty. This company is not a company that I can respect. This is not acceptable behavior, honestly. Like, to just jump this on you. Oh, by the way, you know, we're turning the paper tour into arena. Now, with what's going on in the world, that part is the most understandable part of it. Sure, I mean, you can't get together and have physical tournaments, so you're going to come up with an arena counterpart. But to slash prizes, to not let everybody know at the same time so they're all on an even playing field, you're already giving the MPL so much of an advantage in terms of they get paid to play Magic the Gathering. They get paid to focus at least a portion of their life on this. But for those people who dream and aspire of getting into that league, why would they be deserving of respect? Why should they be told what's going on, right? Why? Why not? Hey, you may have noticed there's an edit here in the video. That's because I started to go off the rails and started cursing, and I'm trying to keep that out of the videos and in the live streams. So, my friends, thus ends the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and thanks you to all my patrons and channel members, all right? See you guys later.